not going to sit up here and say we just fell a little bit short, because our kids did not fall short. I think it appears that the only metric that we didn't have was a representative of our voice in the room. Based on the teams that got in and similar resumes that got in, our kids didn't fall short. They deserved to be in. In fact, they didn't deserve to be the last four in. They deserved to be safely in. And it's disappointing. I'm dejected for them. There wasn't a dry eye in the house when I talked to them. You know, it's a shame that we win 28 of our last 33 games. We win our league over a 2 seed. And we don't get a bid. I can't wrap my brain around it. I mean, for us to apparently be judged on 2 days when the season goes 3 months, baffling to me. If I get reprimanded for any of these comments, for falling on the sword for our players, then so be it. I feel like, honestly, the committee should send an apology to our program and our school. That's how I feel. And if you're asking me to be a little bit more professional in my statements, then I'm not going to be professional in my statements today for our players. Our players deserve better. They earned it. They earned the right to be in the tournament through their play over the last 2.5 months. And I'm bewildered.
Coach, how would you describe the level of disappointment with your players? Like, we can tell you're emotional, but this had to be really tough, given everything you just said about the way you finished the year, the record, the whole thing.
Well, again, I mean, I feel like people that made a decision on whether we should be in or not probably didn't watch a single pitch of our team all season long. They're just looking down at a piece of paper. Again, we went 21-5 in our league, a top 10 RPI conference. We went 21-5, and our kids are being denied a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. It's a complete joke. And you know, don't say, hey, shrink the schedule. Don't say that. We try to play everybody. We don't run and hide from anyone. And we'll play anybody, anywhere, anytime. We tried. We begged to play those teams that would give us high RPIs. All we can play is the games that are on our schedule. We played them and won a vast majority of them. Again, I'm, you know, our team was evaluated by looking at a piece of paper and strength of schedule comes up, but there's other people with strengths of schedules below ours that were at large that got in because they had a voice in the room, and our team and our players didn't have a voice in the room. And it appears to me that that's the most important metric in regards to our team not getting in.
So going forward, how do you change anything, like heading into next season? So, I mean, with everything you've talked about, is there anything you would change?
Again, all you try to do is win the games that are on your schedule, compete in your conference. I just heard the committee chair say conference was important. Wasn't important to our team in the evaluation of our team. It was important, you know, I guess for whatever team they were fighting for, but it wasn't important to win the league and to win the regular season for our team. I wish we had somebody in that room that was fighting for us, and unfortunately we didn't. We have an incredible AD that fought like crazy to get on the committee because we feared something like this would happen to a mid-major. But the Colonial Athletic Association, the Coastal now, we deserve more than one bid. Our league got screwed. And that's, you know, you can make a case that if we don't have a conference tournament, that we should have 3 teams in because Northeastern deserves it too. And, you know, with if you're going to go by RPI, but apparently they went with the metrics that suited their agenda or suited the teams they were fighting for. And unfortunately, we didn't have a voice in the room.
I mean, we talked last week, and even a few days ago, speculation showed 3 teams, right, from the CAA could have gotten in. What do you think changed between then and now?
I guess we didn't have representation. Listen, I know I should take the high road a little bit more than probably I'm taking it right now, but I'll fall on the sword for my players. And they deserve better.
This is hard, isn't it, Coach?
We work. You know, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And for have someone in a room that hadn't seen us play to tell us we're not good enough is asinine to me. And again, you know, I was a coach that got fired for going 13-17. I know what a mediocre regular season is that many teams that got in had. And we had a phenomenal regular season, and it was ignored. And, I mean, there are teams that got in today that probably sent their players home because they knew they didn't probably deserve to be in. And our kids were denied a chance to keep playing. And 28-5 their last 33, won the regular season. Regular season doesn't matter? Oh, he said it did matter. Now it doesn't matter when it comes to College of Charleston? I'm at a loss.
Was there a point during the show that you knew you guys weren't getting in, or were you holding out hope throughout the whole show?
Luckily, I've been in the business a long time, and I got friends and contacts that that knew that we should be in and felt it was important to call me before the show aired to let us know, because I guess they felt sorry for our kids and felt like, you know, our team and our program and our conference had been robbed. And again, I apologize for not being politically correct, but if I'm guilty of that, being, you know, on behalf of our players, and that's I'll choose to be remembered for that.
And it's not like the league has not been a multi-bid league in the past. Even last year,
Yeah,
they had multi-bid league. So the precedent has been set, and then a game like Duke on the road, it gets rained out. And that would help.
You know, we try to play everybody that we can to give ourselves a high RPI.
Right.
You know, and you know, we did play Nebraska 3 times, and the games didn't go our way. But look at what happened in the games, and look at what happened to our team with Cole Mathis' injury right before that series. We try to play Duke. We try to play teams in the state, and it just didn't work out this year to play Coastal and Clemson for whatever reason. And I'll say this, you know, Coach Tanner taught me a valuable lesson, I think, when I was at South Carolina, that the flagship schools should play all the schools in the state of South Carolina to help build the brand of all the programs. And I appreciate Coach Tanner showing me that. I hope our state can get back to that, even though, you know, those games fill up quick and scheduling is hard. So, you know, and that's not being able to play Clemson and Coastal is not the reason why we didn't get in, because we scheduled Power 5 schools, losing the game to Duke to weather out of our control, out of our kids' control. All our kids could do was control what went on behind the white lines, and they had a much better regular season and a much better conference tournament than some of the teams that were rewarded, and that's what's baffling to me.
Coach, we appreciate you.
I appreciate
Thank you.
your time. Thank you so much.